aliens thought humans were scared of their deadliest wolf, until it bowed in submission to a human. The Vrask were a proud, warlike species, their empire spanning 12 star systems. But even among them, there was one creature whispered about with reverence and fear, the KR-white-H wolf. It was no ordinary predator. Bred over centuries in the icy death world of Koroth Prime, it was the size of a speeder, its 6 legs ending in talons like obsidian sides. Black spines jutted along its back, its muzzle lined with rows of carnivore's teeth designed to shear through bone. A single KR-white-H could wipe out a squad in seconds, and no Vrask handler dare approach one without full armor and neural restraints. They were living weapons. And now, one was being paraded before the newest addition to the Vrask war camp, a human. Private Eli Cross stood in the sand-floored pit of the training arena, sweat beading on his brow under the alien sun. His simple fatigues looked pitiful compared to the armored Vrask soldiers ringed around the arena's edge. "You will break, human," one Vrask officer rumbled from the balcony above. His voice was thick with contempt. Every species fears the KR-white-H wolf. It is instinct. You cannot fight what you will feel. The crowd of Vrask warriors rumbled in agreement, their reptilian eyes glinting with excitement. They had heard humans were death-worlders, resilient and adaptable, but surely they couldn't face this. The gates at the far end of the arena groaned open. The KR-white-H wolf padded into the sunlight, its long body rippling with muscle. It was beautiful in a horrifying way. Fur like black ice, fangs gleaming. Its golden eyes locked on Eli, and the air seemed to grow heavier. A low growl rolled out of its chest, deep enough to vibrate in his bones. The Vrask were watching for it. The moment a human's body language would betray fear. Eli didn't move, didn't run, didn't flinch. Instead, he breathed slowly, lowered himself to one knee. His eyes stayed fixed on the wolf's gaze, not challenging, not submissive. Simply steady. The KR-white-H wolf slowed its approach. Its growl softened into a questioning rumble. "What is this?" One Vrask muttered in confusion. Eli reached into his pocket, deliberately, slowly, and pulled out something small. A strip of dried meat. Not alien rations, but from his own kit, smelling faintly of earth, smoke, and spice. He held it out, palm open. The wolf stopped just short, nostrils flaring. Gasps rippled through the Vrask as the predator did something none of them had ever seen. It lowered its head, sniffing the human's hand instead of tearing it off. And then it stepped closer. Its massive skull brushed against Eli's shoulder. A sound, half growl, half huff, escaped it, almost like a sigh. The human reached up, scratching lightly at the thick fur behind its ear. The Vrask warrior stared in stunned silence. The KR-white-H wolf bent its forelegs, lowering its head all the way to the ground. It was bowing. "That's impossible," the officer above growled. "It recognizes no master, but its handler." Eli didn't look up. "Maybe you've been trying to dominate it," he said calmly, still scratching behind the predator's jaw, when all it ever wanted was respect. The wolf's golden eyes closed, its breathing slowing as it leaned into the human's touch. Around the arena, warriors shifted uneasily. This was more than a trick. It was a bond. The Vrask officer bared his teeth. "Remove the human," he ordered. The moment a guard stepped toward him, the KR-white-H wolf's head snapped up, lips curling, a deep and dangerous growl spilling from its throat. The guard froze, pulse spiking. Eli rose slowly to his feet, the wolf standing beside him like a sentinel. "I think," Eli said quietly, "that if you want me gone, you'll have to ask him first." No one moved. For the first time in living memory, a KRYTH wolf stood not as a Vrask weapon, but as a protector of a human. And every warrior in that arena knew it. The balance of power had just shifted.